My path here today, like many of yours, was more bumps than smooth stretches. Straight from the womb, I had health problems, unstable family dynamics, and financial hardships. In school, I immediately fell behind. I stopped attending full-time in second grade. And by middle school, I was absent more days than not. So when I officially dropped out at 16, I doubt anyone even noticed the difference. I quickly became an unfortunate cliche. By 18, I was a full-time single parent with a fast food job. As I held my infant son while digging through couch cushions for enough change to make ends meet, I realized that I needed to search for a different kind of change. I ripped up the script that is often handed to minorities, those in poverty, and young parents. I wanted to write my own story, one that instead ended with, they lived happily ever after. I wanted my son and I to thrive, not just survive. I didn't know where I was going, but I knew the path was education. After struggling through months of dedicated studying, with a bit of divine intervention, I got my GED. Next came college. But I didn't know many who had gone that route and had no idea where to start. I became a medical assistant through one of those proprietary schools that airs infomercials on daytime TV. And by 22, had racked up crushing amounts of student loans, which I'm still trying to figure out how I'll pay. I then had a better job, but not a career. Full of motivation and mounting questions, I knew the answers were on Weaver's campus. So, with sweaty palms, a lump in my throat, and a definite feeling of imposter syndrome, I took my first step as a wildcat. I thought I'd study English, math, and other subjects that come with general education, but even those were terrifying. I never heard of MLA formatting or citations. I doubt I'd ever read a 10-page paper, let alone written one, and college math felt impossible since I only knew basic arithmetic. So I registered for developmental classes, figuring effort would equate to success. I arrived early, stayed late, worked with professors, gave it my all, and still failed that math class. But the professors were so incredibly supportive that I knew I had good coaches in my corner. Sure enough, I've kept a 3.5 GPA through all my classes, including an odd hybrid math dance class where we contorted our bodies into awkward geometric positions. I didn't, however, anticipate how much I learned about community, the world, and my place in all of it. Not surprisingly, I'm on the board for the Black Scholars United, where I've met some truly inspirational role models. Less predictably, I found myself as one of the faces of women in gender studies too. I was even fortunate enough to fulfill a lifelong dream by getting funded to do a study abroad in Mozambique, which sparked my desire to go into social work. Whether this is the first step to a PhD or a degree that you've been working on for decades, let's celebrate ourselves. We've all come a long way. Take a second to congratulate the person beside you. And take out your phone after the ceremony and text a quick thanks to all those who made it possible. If you've ever doubted the potential within you or the power you can have on your own life, take the first step. I know it's terrifying, trust me, but the time will pass and you'll get older either way. So why not throw out the predetermined script that you've been handed and write your own happily ever after story? Thank you.